Did you know that the world's favorite sport started with a game so brutal it was once banned in England for being too violent? Imagine entire villages battling it out with few rules and fewer limits, where the goal could be anything from a distant landmark to the doors of the local church. This is where the beautiful game began. Picture a young boy in Brazil, barefoot on a dusty street, dreaming of greatness. His heroes? Legends like Pelé and Zico, who showed him that with a ball at his feet, anything was possible. This boy's story isn't unique. It's shared by millions around the world, from the bustling alleys of Buenos Aires to the sun-soaked beaches of Cape Town. Soccer has been a constant thread, weaving through generations, cultures, and continents. Join us as we journey through time, exploring how soccer grew from a medieval pastime into the world's most beloved sport. From ancient fields to modern stadiums, this is the untold history of soccer. To truly understand the roots of soccer, we need to journey back thousands of years to a time when ancient civilizations entertained themselves with games that involved kicking a ball. In China, around 2,000 years ago during the Han Dynasty, the game of cuju was born. Cuju, which translates to kickball, was played with a leather ball filled with feathers. The objective was simple: kick the ball through a small hole into a net. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? But this game wasn't just for fun. It was used to train soldiers and keep them fit for battle. Meanwhile, across the sea in Japan, a game called Kemari was flourishing. Unlike cuju, Kemari was more about elegance and skill than competition. Players, dressed in traditional robes, would stand in a circle and pass the ball to each other without letting it touch the ground. Even today, Kemari is still played in Japan as a cultural ritual. In ancient Greece, they had their own version called episkiros. This game was a bit more rough and tumble, often played between two large teams. It involved both hands and feet, and the goal was to get the ball over the opponent's end line. It was so intense that it's believed to be a precursor not only to soccer, but to rugby as well. The Romans, never ones to shy away from a good game, adapted episkiros into their own version called harpastum. This was a fast-paced and physically demanding game, played on a rectangular field marked by boundary lines. The goal? To keep the ball on your side for as long as possible. Roman soldiers played it to maintain their physical fitness and sharpen their tactical thinking. These ancient games, though different in style and rules, all shared a common thread: the joy of kicking a ball and the camaraderie it fostered. They were the seeds from which modern soccer would eventually grow, spreading across cultures and continents. As we move forward in time, these early games would evolve, influenced by the cultures and societies that played them. So, let's lace up our boots and continue this journey to see how the world's favorite sport took shape. As the ancient world gave way to the medieval period, the spirit of soccer lived on, adapting to the changing times and cultures. The game evolved from structured ceremonial activities into more spontaneous and often chaotic pastimes. In medieval England, the game took on a new form known as mob football. Picture this: entire villages would gather to play, with teams made up of hundreds of people. The goals? Anything from church doors to distant landmarks. The rules? Almost none. It was a wild, unruly affair, with players kicking, carrying, and even throwing the ball. Matches could last for hours, often resulting in broken bones and heated rivalries. But it wasn't just England that had its unique version of the game. In Italy, particularly in Florence, a sport called calcio fiorentino was immensely popular. Played on the sand-covered Piazza Santa Croce, this game was a mix of soccer, rugby, and wrestling. Teams of 27 players each would battle for possession of the ball, using both hands and feet, with physical contact strongly encouraged. It was a sport of strength, strategy, and of course, a bit of chaos. As Europe transitioned into the Renaissance, the game began to evolve into a more organized form, especially in the public schools of England. These institutions played a pivotal role in shaping modern soccer. Schools like Eton, Harrow, and Rugby developed their own rules and styles of play. Some schools allowed handling the ball, while others strictly focused on kicking. The diversity of rules led to confusion and debates. Imagine trying to play a match where half the players want to kick the ball and the other half want to carry it. It was clear that a standardized set of rules was needed. This growing need for uniformity set the stage for a monumental change in the sport's history. In 1863, representatives from several clubs and schools met in London to create the Football Association, or the FA. This meeting marked the beginning of modern soccer, as the FA established a standardized set of rules that prohibited carrying the ball. This was the crucial moment when soccer and rugby went their separate ways. The transformation of soccer from its medieval roots to a more structured and organized sport paved the way for its global spread. As we continue our journey, we'll see how soccer crossed continents and became the world's favorite game. As the Industrial Revolution transformed England in the 19th century, it also revolutionized the way soccer was played. Amidst the clatter of factories and the growth of cities, soccer began to take shape as the modern sport we know today. The first official match under these new rules was played later that year, setting the stage for soccer's rapid growth. With the rules standardized, soccer clubs began to form across England. Clubs like Sheffield FC, founded in 1857, and Notts County, established in 1862, were among the pioneers. These early clubs played a vital role in popularizing the sport and organizing competitions. Soccer's appeal wasn't confined to England. British workers, sailors, and merchants carried the game to distant shores. By the late 19th century, soccer had taken root in Europe, South America, Africa, and beyond. Clubs and leagues were established, each contributing to the sport's global footprint. The formation of international soccer organizations was a natural next step. In 1904, the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, or FIFA, was founded in Paris. This organization would oversee the sport's development and organize international competitions, further cementing soccer's place on the world stage. From its humble beginnings in English schoolyards to the grand stadiums of today's international tournaments, modern soccer was born out of a desire for unity and competition. As we move forward, we'll explore the major tournaments and the incredible stories that have shaped the beautiful game. In Europe, soccer quickly gained popularity. Countries like Spain, Italy, and Germany embraced the sport, forming their own leagues and clubs. South America also fell in love with soccer, with countries like Brazil and Argentina developing rich soccer traditions that would influence the game for generations. Soccer's simplicity and accessibility made it a perfect fit for people of all backgrounds. Whether played on sandy beaches, dusty streets, or lush fields, the game brought communities together, fostering a sense of unity and shared passion. From England's cobblestone streets to the bustling cities of Asia and the vibrant neighborhoods of South America, soccer's global spread is a testament to its universal appeal and enduring charm. As soccer grew globally, so did the desire for international competition. The establishment of major tournaments brought the world's best teams together, showcasing the pinnacle of soccer talent and fostering international camaraderie. The FIFA World Cup, inaugurated in 1930 in Uruguay, was the first major international tournament. 13 teams from 3 continents competed, with Uruguay emerging as the first champions. This tournament set the stage for what would become the most watched sporting event in the world. Following the World Cup, other continental tournaments began to emerge. The UEFA European Championship, first held in 1960, brought together Europe's elite teams. The Copa America, established in 1916, became the premier competition for South American nations. In Asia, the AFC Asian Cup, starting in 1956, provided a platform for the continent's best to shine. Club competitions also gained prominence. The UEFA Champions League, featuring the best clubs from Europe, became the gold standard for club soccer. In South America, the Copa Libertadores showcased the continent's top club teams. Domestic leagues like the English Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A became global phenomena, attracting millions of fans worldwide. These tournaments have given us unforgettable moments. Pelé's World Cup triumphs with Brazil, Maradona's Hand of God goal for Argentina, and Germany's miraculous win in the 1954 World Cup final, known as the Miracle of Bern. Each event has added to the rich tapestry of soccer history. Major tournaments and competitions continue to unite fans and players, transcending borders and cultures. They are a testament to soccer's ability to bring the world together, celebrating the beautiful game in all its glory. As soccer spread and evolved, so did its rules and the technology that supports the game. The journey from rudimentary beginnings to the high-tech sport of today is a testament to soccer's continuous adaptation and innovation. In the early days, referees controlled the game with simple hand signals and rudimentary whistles. The introduction of the offside rule in 1863 was one of the first significant changes, aimed at preventing goal hanging and encouraging teamwork. Fast forward to 1970, and we see the introduction of yellow and red cards during the World Cup in Mexico. These cards brought clarity and order, allowing referees to manage player conduct more effectively. In the 21st century, technology began to play a crucial role. Goal line technology, introduced in 2013, ensured that every goal decision was accurate. Then came the video assistant referee, or VAR, in 2018, revolutionizing the game by allowing referees to review and correct critical decisions. These technological advancements have not only made the game fairer, but also enhanced the viewing experience for fans worldwide. With each innovation, soccer continues to uphold its integrity and thrill its audience. From simple hand signals to sophisticated technologies, the evolution of soccer's rules and technology reflects its dynamic nature and enduring appeal. Beyond the pitch, soccer has left an indelible mark on societies and cultures around the world. It is more than just a game. It's a powerful force for social change and cultural expression. In South Africa, soccer played a pivotal role in uniting a divided nation. Nelson Mandela famously used sports, including soccer, to bridge racial divides and foster a sense of national unity. The 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa was a shining example of this, showcasing the country's rich culture and spirit to the world. Soccer's impact is also seen in the streets, where it brings together people from all walks of life. In cities from Rio de Janeiro to Nairobi, children play with makeshift balls, dreaming of becoming the next global superstar. The sport transcends economic and social barriers, offering hope and inspiration. Soccer's influence extends into popular culture. It has inspired countless movies, songs, and fashion trends. Films like Bend It Like Beckham and songs like Shakira's Waka Waka have become cultural touchstones, celebrating the sport's universal appeal. Soccer has also been a platform for political expression. From players protesting against injustices to fans using matches as venues for activism, the sport often reflects the social and political climates of its times. It serves as a stage where voices can be heard and messages can be spread. Soccer's social and cultural impact is profound and far-reaching. It unites, inspires, and influences, making it not just the world's favorite sport, but a global phenomenon that continues to shape societies and cultures. From ancient battlefields to modern stadiums, soccer has always been more than just a game. It's a global phenomenon, a unifying force, and a source of endless passion and joy. It's a sport that transcends borders, bringing together people from every corner of the globe. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, soccer speaks a universal language. As we look back at the history of soccer, we see a journey filled with incredible stories, unforgettable moments, and relentless passion. From Pelé to Messi, from local pitches to the World Cup, each chapter adds to the rich tapestry of the beautiful game. But the story doesn't end here. Every time a child kicks a ball, a new chapter begins. The future of soccer is in their hands and in yours. Join the journey. Whether you're playing, watching, or cheering, you are a part of soccer's incredible history. Like, share, and subscribe to keep the spirit of the game alive, and let's continue to celebrate the beautiful game together.